Hello there, and welcome to another Call of Duty Warzone loadout guide. Here we like to discuss the pros and cons of the best class setups and how to best utilise them within Warzone. If you are new to this channel, my name is Dusty, and today we should be looking at the Striker-45. Our goal as always is to gain a better understanding of how this weapon performs, allowing us to use it more effectively. Right out of the gate, I would say this is a competitive submachine gun, but there are a variety of quirks that need to be worked out. We can talk about that soon enough though. As always, if you enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing for more guides in the future. We're almost at 100 subscribers, which is our new goal, so hopefully we can make this milestone together within this video. If you would like to jump throughout the video, I shall include timestamps below to help you out. So for today, instead of leaving you guys at the end, I thought I would stick around for the gameplay and just simply share what was going through my head at the time. I'll try and share how I was using my loadout. Who knows, maybe you can pick up a few tricks or two, and you can try a few of these things yourself. So if that sounds of interest to you, be sure to stick around to the end of the video. With that said, let's talk about the Striker-45 more in depth. The Striker-45, or EMP, is a German manufactured submachine gun developed by Heckler & Koch, and has been adapted by various agencies including the US Customs and Border Protection. This was developed as a lighter and cheaper succession to the MP5, although both remain in production. As originally designed, the UMP is chambered for larger rounds when compared to other submachine guns, offering greater stopping power. Due to the larger cartridge producing more recoil, the predecessor model, the UMP-40, had its fire rate reduced to form the UMP-45, making it one of the slowest firing submachine guns on the market. To unlock the Striker-45, you can complete the challenge of getting 2 slide kills while using a submachine gun in 5 different matches. Moving on, let's talk statistics. To start off, we can begin with the EMP-45's base damage and time to kill. The EMP-45 comes in with a base damage of 34, before rewarding accurate players with a headshot bonus of 55. It has a base magazine size of 25 rounds, but can be upgraded to 45, while firing at a rounds per minute of 600. For its time to kill and base health, it will take around 200 milliseconds, while a fully armoured player would take around 700, having one of the slowest time to kill within the submachine gun category in Modern Warfare. Alright, let's talk about our blueprint setup. For today, we're using the monolithic suppressor for an extra 7% increase in our range, a PBX hollow sight, an F-TAC precision fixed stock for more aiming stability, a F-TAC serious rubber grip for recoil control, and lately the operator foregrip for even further recoil control. For the cosmetics of today's Striker-45, we're using the blueprint Undertaker. As we are playing solos for today's video, I am using a single Renetti with the burst modification, double time, ghost and tracker for my perks, C4 and a heartbeat sensor for my lethal and tactical. Now these are important, so I shall be coming back to these in a second. Before moving on to the best playstyle, let's discuss the Striker-45's recoil. Due to its steady fire rate, it is not a difficult SMG to handle. It does like to bounce and sway to the left as it climbs, but we can manage this by pulling in the opposite direction. For its hipfire, it's fairly accurate, which is handy for when an unexpected player jumps around a corner. Moving on to playstyle, the Striker-45 is most suited to attacker playstyle as it's most effective at close range. Although due to its slower fire rate, the closer you get, the more likely you are to be outperformed by faster firing weapons such as the MP7 or MP5, so bear this in mind. So I would suggest engaging your opponents from, let's say, 30 to 50 meters away, which seems to be the ideal range for this blueprint. As we are playing solos, I'm using my perks to help me maneuver around the map both stealthily and fast. Double time allows me to move fast when crouched, keeping my footsteps quiet while still maintaining a fast pace. When you combo this with tracker, it allows you to hunt down players without them even knowing you're doing so. It is also useful for quickly sneaking in and around buildings where players are camping in, which is very frequent within solos. As for trios or squads, I would recommend using a class setup which uses overkill, where you could either run an AR or a sniper, as you will be engaging at further distances when compared to solos. With that said, it is a powerful submachine gun that enjoys being close and personal with its opponents. In terms of utility, it's self-explanatory, as you simply use your heartbeat sensor to hunt down players who don't have Ghost. Bear in mind though, that with the recent solos playlist, cash is more available, so players may sneak under your radar, so I would not rely on it too heavily. Now, while the Striker-45 does have a variety of perks, it also has a variety of downsides. But first, let's talk about the pros. First up, its damage is on the upper end of the SMG category and has a manageable recoil pattern. It's excellent close range, within the ranges of 0 to 75 meters. However, any further than that and you're going to run into some serious problems. Unfortunately, other meta blueprints will simply outperform the Striker-45 any further than that. The 25 round magazine is a factor, making it difficult to down stacks of players. The fire rate may cause you to be outperformed by those meta builds like the MP5 and MP7. And with these factors mentioned, I would give the Striker-45 blueprint a rating out of 10, a solid 6. For me, it's just too situational and is not as competitive as other meta blueprints. It does perform very good in the likes of downtown or airport, but in other open areas such as the dam or quarry, you will be at a disadvantage. In saying that, it is a nice backup weapon to run with the likes of a sniper, perhaps making it more optimal for a recon based player. So rather than cut the video here and end with some gameplay, we can move on to what my thought processes were during the end game. So I was previously tailing 3 guys which I had picked up on the heartbeat sensor. This is the 3rd guy here. Really what I'm doing is I'm just trying to make sure this hill is clear before I end up moving back into the center of the zone. I started to realize that this area is far too open, and with 12 players left, I was pretty confident that no doubt I was probably going to get sniped. So I ended up picking up that kilo because I'd realized the Striker-45 wasn't really packing enough punch at this range. Just keeping my heartbeat sensor out just in case there's anyone sneaking around the corner, which there is. Double check. Okay, and rather than reloading, I ended up switching to my kilo because I cracked his armor and I knew that he was going to retreat and try and re-armor back up, so I wanted to keep the pressure up, push the pace, get over this hill and grab the kill. In this situation, I've got the high ground, so I've got the advantage, so I want to keep applying that pressure, just trying to get a better angle on him, and there we go, we've got the kill. So, just quickly grab his loot. Now, I realised these houses are probably going to be full of campers, so I end up swiveling around right to get to this piece of cover. Bunker in behind this rock. Just have a wee quick look. So I've started to realise I'm in a bit of a bad position here. I'm very open. I don't have good ground. So I end up checking my minimap really quickly just to have a look. I've realised, okay, I need to get this high ground, especially the way the zone's pushing in to that lower valley. I end up rushing this yellow house. So I'm just assuming that there's going to be somebody already hiding in here. So I'm just trying to keep my angles closed up behind these trees as I'm running in. Moving from tree to tree. Trying to keep myself covered and concealed in case he tries to pop out and check his flanks. So I've marked him. I know he's in here. I'm just crouching, taking my time. Using that double time to use that extra speed while also being able to stay stealthy. Checking my heartbeat. There he is, sitting for an easy kill. Don't know what this guy was doing. He must be trying to get something out of the buy station. Thought he was trying to shoot someone through the crack of the boards. Who knows? So here I'm literally just quickly spending all my cash. I end up calling the UAV in first, just to kind of get a lay of the land, ping this guy, make sure he's there. Let's have another look, because I want to try and use these airstrikes a little more accurately rather than just randomly calling them in. Just bunker in for a minute. See this guy down here, send a nice little cluster strike his way. Precision airstrike. So I knew there was a guy in this house, I was just waiting, patiently. Waiting for this storm to flush him out. Before he jumps out that window. Buy another cluster strike. With only 3 players left, I often find this is the worst part as no one actually does anything. So by me calling in all of these airstrikes has caused so much chaos that it's allowed me to kind of slip in around the back, even behind this guy, who somehow didn't hear me running behind him. I'm going to guess the cluster strike masked my footsteps. I'm seeing there's 2 other players left, so I'm just taking it easy, taking my time, trying to slow the pace down, check my flank. Just crawl up, try to stay low as possible. I hear the gunshots, then I realise, right, this is the last guy. I take my kilo out because I know the Striker-45 isn't going to have that range of damage. Once he's in the open, I start engaging. Crack his armor. At this point, I've quickly realised, okay, the storm is going to push us into the centre, and the longer this goes on, the better ground he's going to have behind that rock, so I need to push the pace. He pops over. I think he was a bit unexpected because I think he already thought I was already up on the top of that ridge. I end up getting the down with a kilo, and then come in to finish him off with the melee. And there we go, we get another win. Well guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I would love to hear your thoughts on the Striker-45. Was that a little too harsh? And is there a better blueprint that could be used? Let us know in the group chat below, and if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to drop a like, dislike if you didn't. If you're new around here, consider subscribing for more Loadout guides. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.